Hi everyone, Dan here from The Geek Physique. I'm with my awesome client Marcin. He's just finished his 8th week with us, and we're just going to go through a few questions to see how far he's come on his journey. So good to see you, Marcin. One place I'd love to start with you, bro, is where were you at before you started with us?
So before I started, I don't know what to say. I tried to work out on my own, but after a few weeks, I was always like, when I stopped, I gave up. I couldn't
Sure,
start again.
sure,
It
sure,
was
sure.
like I stopped for a few days, and I was like, oh, there is no point to start again. So I was losing time. Then I was starting again and again, and I couldn't like carry on all the time doing my workout.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I met you, and so far we're doing this for 8 weeks, and so far everything going is great. I can see results and I'm happy with them. I lost some weight, I gained some muscles, so everything looks promising so far.
I love it. I love it. And just to come back to that, because of you touched on a really good point there, man, that we hear a lot, which is, sometimes I work out, sometimes I don't. And for you, was it a motivation thing? Was it finding what worked for you? Was it a combination of those two?
I was lacking of motivation. There was no discipline in my whatever I was doing. There was no discipline, so it was hard to keep doing my workout all the time. But now it's way easier with you.
Nice, nice. I love to hear that. And you say motivation. Would you say that was kind of your number one struggle then before starting this?
I think that was my number one. That was the biggest problem for
Got you.
me.
And how do you think, you can talk about the coaching if that's the thing for you, or how do you think you've overcome that these last 8 weeks? What do you think was different these last 8 weeks for you, motivation wise?
Huh. I found a lot of motivation in your videos, like you were talking about how to stay disciplined and you know taking the measurements every week and compare them with the previous ones. And I was seeing like I could see there is a progress, so that gave me some motivation as well.
Nice.
Plus, I saw a few other guys from our group. I saw their progress, and I was like, I want to be as they are as well.
I love it. I love it. And so there's two things in there, which is one is the little wins, right? I think a lot of people, and I was a victim of this in the past, you just look at the scale, and when this you only look at the scale, you're like, I don't really know where I'm at. But when you've got your performance in the gym, when you've got your measurements and your pictures, you've got
Yeah.
multiple things you can look at, right? And multiple wins to see, right?
Yeah, the pictures. I compared the pictures when I started after 4 weeks, and that was like, wow, that's a big difference. And that's what I was like, I need to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm going in the right direction. So
Yes. I
that
love that.
was a good one.
I love that, man. And the other point you mentioned there was about the kind of group accountability, right? Because for everyone watching, we have an amazing community of guys, and we all help each other get better, right? That'd be fair to say, Martin, wouldn't it? And we all share our wins and support each other. And you said that was helpful.
Yeah, our friend Marcin,
Yes.
he, I saw his pictures on one of the Wednesday's videos, and that was amazing. I was really impressed with his uh, progress within 4 weeks. That was amazing.
Yeah, and Marin's on a slightly so for everyone's benefit, as Marcin talked about at the start, his journey has been to lose some fat, build some muscle. Marin, who's another great guy in our community, whose review will be coming soon, he's actually been bulking up himself. So we've got guys on different journeys, but like you said, it's great. It's great that we're all inspiring each other, I think. And any thoughts or feedback you'd like to give me on the coaching as a whole?
No, that's a good question, but I'm not prepared for that. I like your reels; they are very helpful.
Good.
I like to watch them. I also follow your channel on YouTube. And whenever I got some free time, I'm watching your videos about especially discipline and other stuff.
Sweet.
So I really enjoy them. They really helpful.
I love it, man. I love to hear that. And the final thing I want to go through with you, Marcin, is your wins. Okay, bro. So I've got a few. Let's start off with the measurements because I think the measurements are mad. Like everything has moved in the right direction. So let me just get these up and then I'm going to share my screen and we can go through this. So where's share screen? Here we go. So let me know when you can see my screen, bro.
Yeah, I can see it now. It's all good.
Cool. So you can see here when Marcin started on the 30th of August, he was 36 chest. We only do hips for ladies that we coach, but for everything else for Marcin, 11.5 inches on the left arm relaxed, left thighs 20, right arm 12, right thigh 20, shoulders 44, and waist 36. Now, I think one big key metric is the waist is down 3 inches, right? And every other metric has increased in size. So that shows everyone watching that you can, if you've got the right plan, if you've got the right discipline, like Marcin said, and you track the right wins, so you know you're moving in the right direction, you can lose fat, you can build some muscle, guys. It is achievable, and you can see it right here. So you can see his chest has increased by 3 inches, waist down 3 inches, shoulders 1.5 inches. The thighs have increased and the arms as well. So how are you feeling about the measurement changes?
I'm feeling really great. Some people notice already that, like, bro, do you work out? You look way better than you used to look before. Like, my posture is now more straight.
Yeah.
They notice, like, I got bigger biceps and a bit wider in shoulders. So it's really nice when someone is noticing that you working out, you know?
It's one of those things where it's like you're doing this for you, but it does help, right? That
Yeah,
little,
other people also see it. And I feel
yeah.
better. I sleep better. Like, the whole life is like improved. I really like it.
I love it, man. I love it. And that's a good point. I just want to stay on that point quickly. I think a lot of guys, and I was the same, I think we all do this. We all want to get into this to look better, feel better, right? But we don't sometimes realize how big a change it can make in our general life. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's been like only 8 weeks now, but my friends already noticed that I'm doing something. Like, they really impressed. They asking me what you do, what's your diet, what's your workout plan. Like, something is going on.
Good, good, good. I love it, man. I love it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stop sharing and get the other thing ready for you. So let's actually just talk about your weight very quickly, because I think this is important for everyone to know as well. So if I break the chart open and then share my screen again, you can see with the weight, guys, this is just the chart view. He started up about 77 right at the start. And then just yesterday, he was 72.6. Okay. Now, that is a good amount of weight loss. But the biggest thing here, guys, is if Marcin was just looking at the scale, when he peaked and troughed, especially on the peaks, he might have got demotivated potentially. And I see it all the time from people who say, oh, the scale's gone back up. But because he was looking at the measurements, because he had his pictures, and because we were tracking his results in the gym, the performance, he knew he was on the right track. You know, he said to me, you said yourself, Marcin, I think it was in week 4, you said, bro, like, I'm not that bothered about my weight. Like, yes, I would like to lose a few pounds, but I'm more bothered about how I look and feel. And that's the mindset you want to have, guys. So I think this is a really good thing to point out. And then the last thing is, let me just get this ready. Here we go. So this is a front shot, I think, which shows really good progress from Marcin. So you can see on the left-hand picture, this is Marcin right at the beginning. And then on the right-hand picture, this is Marcin now. And this is only 8 weeks, guys. You have to keep in mind, losing fat is a lot quicker process than building muscle, right? So if you're seeing these changes in just 8 weeks, the waist is going down, the muscles are increasing. You know you're on the right track. Imagine where Marcin's going to be 16 weeks, right? Imagine where he's going to be 6 months, right? It's so exciting to think about. If this is where you can get in 8 weeks, where can you get on top of that? And then let me show you the side shot as well, because I think the side shot, and then the back shot. The back shot's really good. Let me show the back shot first. So where is it? It's a slightly different angle, but I think it just shows because you've got mad musculature in your back now, man. I think your back is one of your strongest attributes. If you look here, so if you look here, on the left is again at the beginning of the 8 weeks. On the right, like, look, you can see tricep, bicep musculature coming through. You can see deltoids, all 3 heads. You can see the back. You've got the upper back coming through, and you've got the lats coming down the side, right? So you can see a mad difference in muscle definition in the background. So I think it is one of your strongest points. And then the last one I wanted to point out for you, man, is the side on shot. So this one and this one, because I think it really shows, especially from the waistline perspective, and just definition in your arms and just definition in the shoulders. You can see here, look at the difference in waist, guys. Like, look at the difference in waist. You can see definition popping, shoulders, arms, chest. You can see the roundness coming through. And again, guys, just think about this is 8 weeks, right? Keep going in the right direction, and it's just going to get better and better. So I'm going to stop sharing now, Marcin. How do you feel about those visual changes? You know, especially the back is looking crazy, bro. Like, that's really good.
The transformation of my body after 8 weeks is really impressive and motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing, because I can tell now I'm going in the right direction. I like it. I really like it.
Awesome, man. And what would you say, the last question I wanted to ask you, just for the audience's benefit, what would you say to them if they are trying to go on their own journey, or if they're looking to maybe start with us potentially? What would you say to them, man?
You are a great coach, and everyone should start doing workout with you. The plan you set up for me was really good. It was everything I asked for. 3 times a week for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and that's exactly how long it takes for me to do my workout. And I'm really happy about that. And yeah, don't waste your time, guys. Start now.
I love it. I love it.
It's
And
never too late to start.
never, man, never. And how old are you, Marcin? Just for the audience, like, just so they get an idea of like this progress
Okay.
at the age you're at, man.
I'm 37.
That is mad, right? There's that, like, you, it's never too late to start. And the last thing I wanted to ask you about, because you mentioned your friends actually, and they, you know, they asked you about your diet and stuff, and how it, like, describe to the audience, like, you talked about the workouts. You're not killing yourself every day, right? It's effective workouts 3 times a week, you know, up to an hour at most. So what have you been doing, like, food wise, just to give everyone an idea as well? Has it been super restrictive, or is it just talk about that?
To be fair, I eat exactly I used to eat before. All I done is like I'm eating now way more protein. That's the most important thing. I'm drinking lots of water, but apart that, nothing has changed. I'm still eating what I like. If I want to go out with friends for a pizza, why not? Nothing is keeping me away from good stuff, you know.
I love that, man. I love that. And that's just, these are the things that everyone asks me is, you know, I can't be motivated. You've overcome that, right? I don't have a lot of time. Neither does Marcin, guys, right? But he's making time and he's using it effectively. Oh, I don't want to do a strict diet. I can't keep up with a strict diet. Marcin's not following a strict diet, right? So, and you might think, okay, I'm a certain age. Marcin's 37 and he's looking great at 37. So don't give yourself excuses, guys. Get started today. And I want to thank you for your feedback, Marcin, and your hard work over this last 8 weeks, man.
Cheers, thank you.